Good day, my dear enthusiastic learners. Are you ready to learn something new today? Well, I am your teacher, Liza Glenn, and welcome to Journey to the English World. Before we proceed to our discussion today, let me ask you, what was our last discussion? Very good. Our last discussion is all about the poem If. So for me to know if you've been attentively listening to our last discussion, I have here an activity. This activity is called Choose Wisely and Completely. Direction. Choose and underline the correct word to complete the sentence and write it in a one-fourth sheet of paper. If you can sing, dream, and not make songs, dreams your master, if you can think, talk, and not make thoughts, speech your aim, if you meet with triumph, trickery, and disaster, disease, and treat those two impostors both the same. If you can hear, dear, the truth you've spoken, twisted by knives to make a trap for fools. So I'll give you 5 minutes to answer this. Time is up. So students, let's check your answers. So for number 1, the correct answer is dream. If you can dream and not make. Number 2, the correct answer is dream. For number 3, the correct answer is think. For number 4, the correct answer is thought. For number 5, the correct answer is triumph. For number 6, the correct answer is disaster. For number 7, the correct answer is bear. For number 9, the correct answer is here. And for the last number, the correct answer is name. So let's read it together. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools. Now class, I have here a picture. I want you to observe the picture. What can you say about the picture? That is true. We should never underestimate or question a mother's love because we don't know what are their sacrifices in order for us to have a good life. We should not judge them unless you become a mother. Am I correct? That is great. Today, be ready and be attentive for we're going to learn a new poem entitled Mother to Son by Langston. At the end of the lesson, the students must have A. Identify the metaphor in the poem. B. Employed a metaphor in constructing a poem. And C. Discuss the value of a mother's love. In the poem that we will discuss today, we will be able to encounter new and difficult words that could add up in your vocabulary. With that, we need to unlock and know the meaning of the words. So I have here an activity. Direction. Give the exact word that corresponds to the meaning that is given. Number 1. A solid having a lightly irregular atomic structure. Number 2. A small, thin, sharp bit or wood, glass, or water. Number 3. A predicament from which a graceful escape is impossible. Number 4. Unfortunate or difficult to bear. Number 5. Lacking embellishment or ornamentation. Number 6. Mental understanding as an illuminating experience. And last number, a short nail with a sharp point and a large head. I will give you 5 minutes for this activity. Ball pens up and let's check your answers. For number 1, the correct answer is crystal. For number 2, the correct answer is splinter. For number 3, the correct answer is corner. For number 4, the correct answer is hard. For number 5, the answer is bear. For number 6, the correct answer is light. And for the last number, the correct answer is tap. Do you have any clarifications, class? Very good. So for us to be guided in our poem discussion, I have here a guide questions. Number 1, what is the poem all about? Number 2, what is the moral of the poem? And number 3, what is the mother trying to tell to her son? So do you have any questions about the guided questions, class? Very good. Now class, let's proceed to the poem proper. I'll read it first and the second, you read it. Well, son, I will tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had taps in it, and splinters, and boards turned out, and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time, I still been climbing on, and reaching landings, and turning corners. And sometimes going in the dark, where there ain't been no light. So boy, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on the steps, 'cause you find it's kinda hard. Don't you fall for love, for I still going, honey. I still climbing, and life for me ain't been no crystal stair. Very good, students. Now, as you read the poem, how many stanzas are there? Very good. There is only one stanza in the poem. Then, is there any type of figurative language in the poem? Wow, that's a nice observation. Can anyone in the class cite the metaphor in the poem? Very good. The metaphor in the poem can be found in the stair that represents the mother's life. Contrary with that is the word crystal, because it does not coincide the life of the mother. Now, is there any rhyming words in the poem? Very good. Then what do you call this kind of poem? Exactly. The poem Mother to Son is a free verse poem because it has no formal or external rhyme scheme. The only rhyme can be found in the second and the seventh line, the stair and bear. Are there any questions, class? Very good. Now class, for you to understand deeply about the poem, let us discuss the meaning of it. So for the first 7 lines, what can you say about the life of a mother? Why do you say so? Precisely. The life of a mother is never easy. They will encounter a lot of challenges but still act and stand like nothing happened. So class, what makes a life of a mother not a crystal stair? You are definitely correct. In real life situation, what do you think are the things that makes the life of a mother never easy? What else? You are all correct. The life of a mother is full of responsibility and sacrifices. They're willing to give up their own happiness just for the sake of their own family. So let us proceed to the 8th up to the 13th line of the poem. Can someone read it in the class? Thank you. Then what are your interpretation in those lines? Correct. A mother may be tired, but is still trying to live the life of suffering yet fulfilling. Mothers are kind of brave. Do you agree with that, class? Very good. They are our personal hero that are one call away. Is that true? That's great. Now, down to the last 7 lines in the poem. What do you think is the mother trying to tell her son? Wonderful! Then, what do you think the mother means to this line? Don't you sit down on the steps, because you find it's kinda hard. Very good. She tells her son not to give up despite the difficulties he will encounter soon in his journey. She is trying to tell her son to be brave like her. Now, why do you think the mother is giving warning and encouragement to her son? Exactly. Now, based on our discussion, what do you think is the poem all about? What else? You are all correct. Then what is the message of the poem? That is great. We must always remember that failure is a sign that we are trying, and failure is also a sign that we are doing great to have a better future. Do you have any questions about the poem, class? That's good. For me to know if you have learned about the poem, I want you to get your pen and a 1/2 crosswise sheet of paper. I want you to write a poem about your mother with metaphor implied in it. I will give you 10 minutes for this activity. Am I clear, class? Great. Timer starts now. Okay, ball pens up and pass your paper. Thank you. Now, class, in your own definition, what is a mother's love? Thank you for sharing your idea. Now, I want someone in the class to share their memorable experience together with their mom. Very well said. Thank you for sharing your experience together with your mom. We must value the love of a mother because we don't know what they've been through just to get or give us what we need. And we don't know the pain behind their smiles. Am I understood, class? Very good. To check your personal understanding about the poem, let us have another activity. Now I want you to get your pen and a 1/2 crosswise sheet of paper. Now I want you to choose a line or lines in the poem. After that, explain why you choose that line and I will give you 5 minutes for this activity. Am I clear, class? Very good. Timer starts now. Okay, class, time is up and pass your paper forward. I will check this at home and give it back to you next time. So for your assignment, in a 1 whole sheet of paper, write a 3 to 5 paragraphs on how to repay your mother's sacrifices and pass it next meeting. Am I clear, class? Very good. That is all for today and I hope that you've learned and have fun today. Class dismissed and God bless you.